Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this lecture we will discuss on Lagrange application to the Arthur machine. Now let us start with our topic Lagrange application to the Arthur's machine. So let us consider the Arthur's machine. This is the Arthur's machine and here is a pulley. This pulley is considered to be very small and massless and frictionless. And now these are the two masses. One is suppose M1 mass and another one is suppose M2 masses. This is suppose M1 and this is suppose M2 mass, and they are connected by a suppose an inextensible string of length. Suppose the string length is suppose L. Okay, the string length is suppose L. If we will consider x with the variable, that is the vertical distance from the pulley to the mass M1, this distance is suppose, this is suppose x1 or x, this is suppose x, that is the distance from the pulley to the mass M1. Then this mass M2, it will be at a distance, since the total length of the string is L and from the pulley to the mass M1 the distance is x. So from the pulley to the mass M2 this will be at a distance L minus x. This Arthur machine, it is an example of, this is the example of a conservative system with the holonomic constant. It means that holonomic constant means the constant forces, they will not depend on the velocity, and here the length is constant, that is the length is fixed. Now let us write with me. Let us consider, let the two masses be M1 and M2 are connected by an inextensible string of length L. And let us consider x with the distance. Let x with the distance or we can say the vertical distance. Let x be the vertical distance let x be the vertical distance from the pulley to the mass M1. Okay, to the mass M1. So the mass M2 will be at a distance L minus x, from the pulley. Okay, so here we can say that the only independent coordinate is x. So only independent coordinate is x. So here only independent coordinate is x. Only independent coordinate is x. Now we can coordinate is x. Now we can calculate the velocities of the two masses. So the velocities of the two masses, we can write the velocities of the two masses means for M1 and M2. Okay, of the two masses. Suppose first of all let me write V1 is the velocity for the mass M1. So this will be equal to dx by dt, and this can be written as equal to x dot. And similarly for the velocity V2, this will be equal to d by dt of, you can see here, for the second mass this displacement is L minus x. So we can write it here. So this will be d by dt of L minus x. Okay, since the length of the string L is fixed, only x will be changing, and here we can write this will be minus dx by dt, or this will be minus x dot. Only the x coordinate will change. So here this will be v2 equal to minus x dot. So now we can write the kinetic energy of the system. So kinetic energy of the system is, we can write kinetic energy, suppose T, that is equal to 1 by 2 m into, that is for first m1 this will be v1 square, and for the second one this will be 1 by 2 m2 v2 square, and this will be equal to 1 by 2 m1 x dot square, plus this will be 1 by 2 m2 You can see here, for the velocity component, if I will put minus x dot, then minus square is plus, so this will be simply x dot square. Or in the simplified form, we can write this total kinetic energy will be equal to 1 by 2 whole into m1 plus m2 whole into x dot square. This is the kinetic energy. Let us suppose this is your equation 1. Now for the potential energy. So the potential energy of the system, that is with reference to the pulley, with reference to the pulley is, this will be suppose V, and this will be equal to minus m1 g x for the mass m1, and for the second one this will be minus m2 g, and the distance will be L minus x from the pulley. So if I solve this, this will be equal to, let me write in this way. Suppose this is your equation 2. From this expression, if I will calculate the Lagrangian of the system, so we can write the Lagrangian of the system, that is L equal to T minus V, that is kinetic energy minus potential energy. This is the Lagrangian function. So you know kinetic energy from the equation 1, this is 1 by 2 m1 plus m2 x dot square. So let me write it here. So the kinetic energy will be equal to 1 by 2 m1 plus m2 into x dot square, minus the potential energy will be from the equation 2, this will be minus m1 gx minus m2 g into L minus x. Or if I will directly write, this minus will, with the minus when get multiplied, this will becomes plus. So directly if I will write, this will be plus m1 gx plus m2, or you may write it in the next step, this will be m2 g into L minus x. So this is the Lagrangian. Now what is our main aim? We will calculate the Lagrangian equation. Since the only independent coordinate is x, so here we can write the Lagrangian equation of motion, that is with respect to x only. Here we will write, let me write just here. So the Lagrangian equation of motion, we can write Lagrangian equation of motion since we will calculate dou L by dou x and dou L by dou x dot, here I am leaving some space here. So you know the Lagrangian equation of motion is d by dt of dou L by dou q k dot, but here only the coordinate is x, independent coordinate, so here will be dou L by dou x dot, in place of q dot I will write x dot minus dou L by dou x, that is equal to 0. So here we will calculate the value of dou L by dou x and dou L by dou x dot. So let us calculate the value of dou L by dou x. So the partial derivative with respect to x, if I will calculate, so from this expression, that is the Lagrangian, we can see only this one term and this one term, they only depends on the x. So here I will calculate for the partial derivative. This will be m1g, and this is minus m2g, minus m2g, m1g minus m2g, or we can simply write it as this will be equal to, if I'll take common, this will be m1 minus m2 whole into g. And similarly, if we'll calculate for, this is L value or this one is L. So here we can calculate dou L by dou x dot. So for a dou L by dou x dot, you can see here only this term, it corresponds to the x dot. So here you will calculate, this will be 1 by 2 into m1 plus m2, the constant term is written. The derivative of x dot square is 2x dot. So when it will get cancelled with this 1 by 2, with the 2, this will be equal to m1 plus m2 whole into x dot. So this is the value of dou L by dou x dot. Since our generalized coordinate is, generalized coordinate is x, then the Lagrangian equation of motion can be written as d by dt of dou L by dou x dot minus dou L by dou x equal to 0. So in place of dou L by dou x dot, here I can write, you can see here the value is dou L by dou x dot is m1 plus m2 into x dot. So if I put the value here, this m1 plus m2 is constant, then simply this will be x double dot. So this will be m1 plus m2 whole into x double dot minus dou L by dou x is here. You can see from this expression, this will be m1 minus m2 into g. So this will be m1 minus m2 whole into g, and that is equal to 0. Or from this expression we can write the value of x double dot. So this implies the value of x double dot will be equal to, if I will take this term to the right hand side, this will be m1 minus m2 whole into g, and then the coefficient of x double dot will be divided here, this will be m1 plus m2. So this is the expression for x double dot. Now in this case you can see that if the mass m1 it will be greater than m2, then it will be descend with the constant acceleration. But if mass m1 is less than m2, then the mass will ascend with the constant acceleration. So here you can write, if m1, you can write, if m1 is greater than m2, if m1 is greater than m2, then the mass m1 descends with constant acceleration, and if m1 is less than m2, then the mass m1 it ascends with constant acceleration, So this is all about the Lagrangian application to the Arthur's machine. Okay, thank you all.